the importance of changing your environment. We hear a lot of people in the business world, people like Alex Hormozy, telling you to change your environment from now to then, because that's how you get to change the way you think and the way you perceive the world. And it's easy and fast to do it. And this is why I decided to change my environment once again, to get a little inspiration from nature. So as you know, we were in Buenos Aires until yesterday, and we did get on the flight, although it was an exercise in losing control because we had this flight bumped twice, so they delayed it twice. But it ended out being all for the best, and we got to Mendoza even though the flight was very, very bumpy. We did get a lot of turbulence, but we're here. And today we came to Potrerillos, where they have a reservoir of water. So check out this amazing view from the Andes and the lake. It's breathtaking, isn't it? And of course, it's easy mode to go somewhere like the Andes or the Himalayas and say how these landscapes are amazing, because they are magical. They really are magical. Places like these, in the middle of the mountains, with a body of water, you can really feel the different energy. And you can feel it in the vibe of the city. Mendoza is not that big of a city. It's a mid-tier kind of city. If it was in a place like Brazil or the US, I bet it's not even 500,000 people. But you feel the vibe in the city and how it's much more chill, much more relaxed. People seem to exercise more. There's a huge park in the city. There are a bunch of hills that people climb and that they can get a nice view. You also see it in the food options in restaurants and cafes. And this is the thing about changing your environment, how everything changes. And if you imagine how different you would be if you were born into a different family, if you were born in a different country, or even a different city a few hundred miles away from where you were born in, how much things would change. Imagine if you were born and lived all your life in a place like this, in this calm environment, in the middle of the nature. Imagine how you would be. Now imagine the contrast between this and the hustle and bustle of a large city like New York, like Chicago, like Tokyo. Even comparing it to Buenos Aires, the difference is night and day. The difference in the chillness of the people, the difference in the traffic. In Buenos Aires, people are completely crazy. Here, they do have some crazy drivers, but it's not nearly as bad as in Buenos Aires. And it's very interesting to see how this can impact you. And you know, I was thinking, and like I said in the other video, that I'm a big nerd, and sometimes I start thinking of how I should be working more or writing more or putting more stuff out. But then it dawned on me, like, I'm in this amazing place in the middle of nature. This is such a privilege. And back to Alex Hormozy, he has said a bunch of times that if you want to write well, if you want to create good content, you should do awesome stuff first and then create content about it. And that's the thing. Just go and do the awesome stuff, and later on you can tell people about it. You can work with all of the insights, all of the energy that you get from doing these awesome things, and have fun, enjoy life. It's another thing that dawned on me. I was thinking about how there are amazing landscapes near the place I usually live, and how there are amazing landscapes anywhere. So probably near where you live, there is some kind of mountain, some kind of beach, some kind of forest that could be amazing. So someone who's from the other side of the world would think it's amazing because they're not used to it. But for you, you may not give it the due value. And this is so interesting, isn't it? How we tend to look at the grass and our neighbors as greener, and you might have the greenest of grasses just in our doorstep. So I hope that you have reflected on the importance of changing your environment and how this can be helpful, especially if you're more on the creative side, on the entrepreneurial side, how having some time to rest, having some time to recharge your batteries, having some time to see new things and get new dots to connect can help you. And I hope you have a great fucking day.